I was observing what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Bro, they went, when the music was going on, everything was in dramatic scene. They started dancing. She gave him lap dances. She gave him some weird type of dances that have never been given by that woman, bro. IQ, let me tell you, things that have never been given dances, things that only were given to some, you know, when you go to private, these what you call clubs, yeah? You pay for these ladies, they can dance for you, or you come with your lady, they dance for you, or you choose any other part that they need to dance for you, either in the VIP or any other thing. Those kind of stuff, she was doing it to this guy.
Things that she has never done to you.
Things that have never been done to me, my guy.
What?
Mse ana rombosewa ile ambayo hujaiona. Eh? Anashika videsign nyingine hapo basi. Ai, wewe bro.
Na wewe ni mpenzi mtazamaji.
Eh?
Wewe ni mpenzi mtazamaji.
Mimi ni mpenzi mtazamaji bro. Niko hapo kwa kona naangalia hivi na huzunika.
Hey, my friend.
Ushaona mwanaume ile macho kimwangalia hivi, yani unaona machozi kwa macho na macho imekuwa nyekundu. I was that part.
Are you sure sio ile drink ulikuwa umeoja ilikuwa imekupeleka kwa spaces zingine?
Hello.
Hey buddy, how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
And I'm just kind of settling right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a victory story. You've gone through some stuff and you have found a way to get yourself out of the Jimmy?
Yeah.
What happened?
Bro, these people, man, if you're not prepared, you can't handle them well enough.
Which people?
Our opposite gender.
Yeah? These other people.
You need to prepare for them, bro.
They showed you dust?
Yeah, a good dust, bro.
Uh-oh.
Like that one from Saudi Arabia.
The desert dust.
The desert dust one, yeah.
Yeah. How long ago was this?
This was actually 2022 there.
So it's been a while.
It's been a while, man.
How old were you at the time?
I was actually 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you had finished school?
Yeah, I had finished school. I finished school by 22.
Yeah.
By 22, yeah. So I started what you call hustling by my own.
Yeah.
And things got well. You know how when you are newbie in town, and there are some people who are always watching, man, when you're not careful. So when you are fresh in the market, there are people who are watching there.
Uh-huh.
So she spotted me, and we started a thing.
Yeah.
And story ikakuwa poa. It started well. Everything always starts well, but when you settle down and start seeing things from your angle, you start seeing the backstory. When you start to focus on her, you start seeing the backstory.
Yeah.
You know, when we approach these people, we only focus on ourselves first of all. We normally put ourselves first. You know, you can do anything. You are still fresh. You have the capital. You have the money around you. You have influence. And all this kind of stuff. So these things give you what you call an edge. So when you approach a woman or a lady, she's seeing that you are somebody. And when you start giving the focus to her, now when the tables have turned, you start seeing the opposite. Yeah.
So that's what happened to you?
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Also, I lost some of my few stuff, personal stuff.
Yeah.
But all I said it because after I came to my senses, I said it. Let me regain my conscious first, because that's the most important thing.
So by the time she's spotting you, you are 25.
Yeah, I'm 20. Actually, we started the thing by 24, late 24, because I normally turn my years like around mid-year.
Yeah.
So it was coming to the close of what you call December, the December part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we started the thing.
So you are 24, you have hustled, and to a point where you already have a vehicle. Is it a business vehicle or a personal vehicle?
I had my own motorbike. I didn't have a car.
Oh, it was a motorbike.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a motorbike guy.
Yeah.
I understand.
And you are hustling in the city.
Yeah, I'm hustling in the city, in town, man.
Yeah.
So I was still also new in town, because I came from the village.
Yes.
By 2023, one of my colleagues who had shown me some ways of hustling in town invited me. So
yeah.
I was with him. And then later, after I was with him for quite a while,
yeah,
I went on my own. So after staying on my own for quite a period of, let's say, 3 months, because, you know, after you have known your house, you say, now I can bring someone here.
Yeah.
You've prepared yourself, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I prepared myself enough. I met her, and things started well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And was she working at the time?
Huh?
Was she working?
Yeah, she was working in town in one of these joints in Moy Avenue. They are the shops. In one of the electronic shops, they sell phones, laptops, computers, and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now are you staying together at this time?
With her.
You are?
No, at that time she was visiting. You know, this was the new kind of kindled love, the first thing. So she was visiting and going to our place, going to our place, and then we decided that she has to come to my place.
So you invited her to be a stay-in, to stay with you?
Yes, to cut all the expenses and cost kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm always a guy who always thinks ahead, like instead of bills going this way, we can be able to come up with one solution. Either it's my opposite gender. I'm not saying that all opposite gender are not bad, but you can always find someone who is focused in life, and you can be able to come in hand and also do what you call compound.
Yeah.
Everything, focus things together, put them on the table.
Yeah.
And also give it a go, and also try life as it is. But if the counterpart or the other gender is not focused as you are, then things are not going to go as planned. So the first time it was going well, but I came to realize that later on things weren't going well, because she had her own other stuff she was doing behind the back, which were private. I didn't want to go in because they were private. So when later on, and now when my conscience was regaining after I saw things,
yeah,
I was being told things and I was ignoring them. So I decided now to go in.
So how long had you known her before you moved in with her?
All right, it was December, all right, and now I was heading 25. Now we had stay in from February ending. The last week of February we started.
Yeah.
She started staying at my place during that time.
Okay.
So March, April, May, June, we stayed together. July, and then August, this is when our things started crashing.
So somebody who is your friend told you there is a side of your girlfriend that you don't know, and if you need to discover, go to this place at this particular time and you will see for yourself. Is that what happened?
I'll tell you this, IQ. Honestly, this girl was not my friend. And when you have an honest opinion and you have an honest life, you'll meet honest people.
Yeah.
And people who would like to see your life going on well, and also to see your life going on good, either in a work environment. There's an energy that you can be meeting, and people say that this guy is not, he is focused, or probably is a good guy.
Yeah.
And they have seen the other part that you have not been able to see. So this person was working with her.
Yeah.
So she decided to let me a few details ahead. She said, listen, my friend, I know that you and this girl have something to go on with, but during some times when you're not around, I don't want to break anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin anything, but I would like you to witness for your own, all right? Because if you use my word, it won't be a thing. So she told me, she's a she.
Oh, it's a girl.
It's a girl, man.
Wow, that has to be special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were friends, and then something happened at work.
Yeah.
You know how these ladies live within and how they behave at work, some kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she decided to give me a little bit of taste of hot waters, and I decided to follow up with it.
So you show up in this establishment.
Yeah.
Is it nighttime?
It is night.
Okay.
Oh, bro. These things happen at night, not during day, man.
And then what did you find?
All right. I decided one time,
Yeah.
it was on a Friday, just like any other. But since I was given this hint, and also a friend also texted me afterwards, she told me that they had planned to go out before I came in because I was working, I was hustling, you know. When you're working in town, sometimes you stay with clients late times, and sometimes you go to the extent. I had quit club. During that time, I had quit club to focus on my business, to focus on my life, and to give it a go on the good part of life, all right?
Yeah.
So this time, I had to disguise myself because if I went in like a normal guy, the way she knows me, she would have noticed me earlier.
Yeah.
So I had to disguise myself. I learned this trick from the movie. There's a movie there's a movie, an Indian movie called Doom. You know Doom?
Yes.
With Roy Trishan, the one who is doing the Krish movie, that guy.
Yes.
Yeah, so I took one of the secrets from those movies. These movies sometimes they help, man. So I decided to disguise myself with an attire of a different kind. And I decided to snoop in, looking on the floor, look at people, decided to settle at one angle, then I witnessed what I witnessed, my friend.
So, what did you witness?
Bro, I was there sitting in the, you know, the vibes are going on. It is 11, going on there midnight.
Mm-hmm.
The club is heating up. Everybody is rocking with the DJ, and everybody is playing. So I saw them at a table, at an angle of a table.
Mm-hmm.
So from where I was sitting, I was looking at them from an angle of a table because I went in and took in a VIP. I didn't go alone during that day. I went in and took a VIP with one of my friends because I didn't want to go on a club I didn't know, and I don't have anybody to protect me, or just in case things go left.
Yeah.
I'm there with a friend to pick me up, and we can be able to head back. So we went in a VIP. We took in some soft drinks and one of the hard drinks.
Yeah.
It was a whiskey. And we decided to take it smoothly. I told him, my friend, I'm here because I need to witness some things. I kept him on a clear so that he knows what I'm here and my intention is to do. So I sat there, I saw her together with one of her friends, and then with some of an elder guy. Didn't at a table, right?
Yeah.
They were drinking, and when they were drinking, then the music started coming in. Okay, so I was also drinking, but I was not in that mood of hyping because I was observing what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Bro, they went, when the music was going on, everything was in dramatic scene. They started dancing. She gave him lap dances. She gave him some weird type of dances that have never been given by that woman, bro. IQ, let me tell you, things that have never been given dances, things that only were given to some, you know, when you go to to private these what you call clubs. You pay for these ladies, they can dance for you, or you come with your lady, they dance for you, or you choose any other part that they need to dance for you, either in the VIP or any other thing. Those kind of stuff, she was doing it to this guy.
Things that she has never done to you.
Things that have never been done to me, my guy.
What?
Msee ana rombosewa ile ambayo hujaiona. Eh? Anachukua videsign nyingine hapo kwa ai wewe bro.
Na wewe ni mpenzi mtazamaji.
Eh?
Wewe ni mpenzi mtazamaji.
Mimi ni mpenzi mtazamaji bro. Niko hapo kwa kona naangalia hivi na huzunika.
Hey, my friend.
Ushaona mwanaume ile macho kimwangalia hivi, yani unaona machozi kwa macho na macho imekuwa nyekundu. I was that part.
Are you sure sio ile drink ulikuwa umeoja ilikuwa imekupeleka kwa spaces zingine?
Nilinulia best yangu. Nilimwambia bro, chukua Jameson hapo hivyo. Eka chini, nitasort. Wacha nikuwe sober, ni witness. Usije ukasema eti ni historia. Eti nilikuwa nimetei ama ni nini?
Uko macho.
Niko sober.
Analombosewa unasema haya, mimi sijawahi fanywa hii.
Like I was watching a movie, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was watching a movie.
Whoa. Wait.
Because I think I realized.
One moment. Let's go back just one step. It's 11 p.m.
Heading 12.
Yes. You live together. So if you had not gone to that place, what were normal excuses that she would come home with in the previous time before you discovered what she does at midnight?
Okay, to those who will be coming into this industry news, there's a trick that these ladies use. Kuna kuanga na what you call bashes. I know you know bashes.
Yeah.
There's what you call. She used to tell me that they are going on with friends.
Yeah.
Not to a job, and somewhere to drink, and then they come back.
Yeah.
Wameitwa na boss wao, ama there's what you call a meeting of sorts.
Yeah.
They are to attend. Okay. Other times she tells me one of her friends is having a birthday, Mona.
Wow.
Sometimes she tells me she's late. I don't want you to give out my details.
No.
The tricks that these ladies do.
Just tell me what you're comfortable telling me. Yeah.
They tell you a lot of things which are synonymously ukiwa mtu simple and an innocent guy will just itikia and everything will go on. Right?
Yes. And how old is she?
Now she's young. That time I was 25, okay, and she was 23.
Wow. So you were there. Did you drink the Jameson or just your friend drank the Jameson?
I never drank, I'm telling you.
You wanted sober.
I wanted sober.
Ujione na 3D.
Nilikuwa na cape yangu, the New York cape. And these what you call glasses. This is a Ray-Ban. I normally like Ray-Ban.
Yes.
And I had a white coat. There's this white soft leather coat that I put on.
Yeah.
And some trousers. It's just normal trouser and my boots. I love boots, by the way. So mimi msewa boots. Nikaenda hapo nikaketi, nikajimask vizuri. I had a scarf. So the thing that hid me well was the scarf. I put it around my mouth.
Yes.
So nikiwa nataka kudrink, naishukisha kidogo na kunywa na kulia na relax kwa kiti hapo hivyo ya ya sofa.
Lakini wewe unakunywa tu soda na tree top.
Del Monte, it was
na laibena. Na quencha.
Not quencha, Del Monte.
Del Monte. Where? So when the music started, your girl is there at the platform and she jumps on this older guy.
So when the music started, kila mtu alikuwa kwa hype.
Yeah.
From the VIP going on all the way to the downward side, everyone was in a hype.
Yeah.
So it's hata wewe kama uko na demo ukienda kwa club, kuna time tu music yake inafika na sasa hiyo tei yake imeingia and then things start kicking out.
Yeah.
Unaona?
Yeah.
Automatically. So during this time alikuwa anacheza kacheza. Now I don't know what happened. During that time of shock, nilikuwa kwa shock
Yeah.
Nilidecide tu nitukishe scarf yangu chini, nitoe kofia na nitoe tu miwani. You see? So while she was dancing and everything, akakutana na macho yangu like one on one. Unajua like ile unaangalia mtu and then you are not sure, you have confirmed this is the guy, and then you go the second time you look, unapata ni ule msee ambao unajua. Unapata hiyo design?
Bro, I can even hear the music disappearing in her eyes, in her head.
Yeah.
And
like
everything is going into slow motion and she's even questioning if this is real life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This what happened, She saw me for that period, sijui ilikuwa ni 1 minute ama 2 minutes ama nini. She froze and then she continued.
Yes.
Like she never saw me,
Yeah, but the music has stopped. In her head, the music has completely stopped.
It has stopped.
The world is spinning now.
I like that point,
Yeah.
It is going on, but in her head, it has stopped.
Yep.
So she was dancing, and then she stopped automatically. She decided to sit and went and sip in some of the few what cold drinks left.
Where?
Then she whispered something to the guy, akamshow kwamba I don't know what she told the guy.
Yeah.
But after kitu kama 7 minutes hivi zimeisha, you know, after nimemuona na had confirmed na ameona macho yangu, waliamka wakaondoka. Now remember, her friend, she still continued dancing, but waliondoka na huyo msee. Remember, we are sharing the same key. I had made 2 copies of the keys.
Yeah.
I gave it to her and mine. And after that, when they left, she had her own key. Na mimi nilikuwa na my own key. Hapo ndo niliamua sasa. Now I told my friend, bro, ameniona na mimi nimemuona. Na ndo wale hao wanashuka kwa stairs ndo wanaenda. I confirmed wakaenda wakapick. I wanted my friend to witness so that tomorrow morning ama akisema stories zingine za kujump, isikuwe kwamba alikuwa hajakuwa witnessed.
Wow. And now your head goes to, she has the spare key to the house.
She had a spare key.
Yeah.
Nikaenda Keja. I didn't go that day, Nilienda na besti yangu kulala kwake. So nikaenda home, nikapata home kwa Keja yangu sasa. Nikapata hakukuja. IQ, now let me ask you a question. In your mind, if it was you going back to your place and finding that you had seen someone there but she never came back, when you uliacha Keja, how your house was, it is still the same way.
Yeah.
What will be running in your house, in your head?
I mean, the moment she saw you, that relationship was over. The person struggling with the relationship is you.
Exactly.
The moment she discovered the act has been discovered, she was gone.
Exactly.
The person trying to rationalize that with hakukuja nyumbani. Hakukuja nyumbani namna gani na ameondoka na Mubaba? That has been happening for the longest time. Umegundua
Exactly.
leo.
It's just that I've confirmed it today.
That's
day.
it. That's it.
So later on,
Yeah.
ilikuwa Sunday jioni, she came. She came in and just like a normal person.
Yeah.
Trust you me. Like a normal innocent, like nothing has happened. Like nothing has happened. Honestly, it was a difficult time to handle personality disorder, bro. I knew that this is a fucking personality disorder because what she told me is that she was with her friend. They went and sleep and all that, okay? And I confronted her. Did you see me at the club yesterday? At the club? This is where now things started becoming aggressive. I didn't see you. Which club? You know, this type of... You know, when someone is defending herself or himself, you'll always notice some type of words which are aggressive.
Yeah.
A good thing I'd learned about what you call psychology, a little bit of psychology, reverse engineering psychology, because I was following up with the cyber security. And I'd learned manipulative tactics that people might use to take you and make you feel that you are the one who is guilty. You know that there are people who, when you offend them, they can make you feel that you are the one who caused that thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
And our other partners are very good at it. You see? Our other partners are very good at it, man. They are very good at it. She started manipulating me, saying that it wasn't what I saw. It was just I went there and I danced and I left with my friend and
So she comes to you, pretend that nothing had just happened.
Exactly.
And now she is going to participate only in the conversation that you have information of. So at first she tells you, I was in my girlfriend's house.
Exactly.
Then you tell her, oh no, I saw you at the club. Oh, you mean that one? That one, I was just dancing with my friends. And then what was the next stage? No, one moment. Was she wearing the same clothes she had left? You had seen her in the clubs with?
No.
Now,
These were different clothes.
let's move forward.
Jakey, I'll tell you a cue, bro. These new guys, I'll just honestly tell them, these guys are smarter than us. When it comes to that game, they are much smarter than us. We are more of a technical guy and profound in terms of long-term things.
Yeah.
But to them, that game, they are so smart. These guys are the players of that game. Things can be like, the ground can be shifted beneath you. Now, where's it you are?
You know, they have a saying, what you don't know won't hurt you. Yeah, that is the principle she was applying the whole time. Even after you catch her, she's trying to find out how much do you know. Yeah, but
exactly.
You have already put yourself in a position where you are having this conversation with her the morning after.
Yes.
You know what you saw.
Yes.
You came home, she had not come home. But in your head, you still want to have a conversation with a woman.
Exactly.
And so, she is going to exploit that need in you to have a conversation. And she's going to set you on a goose chase. Because
So you see-
now looking back,
Mm.
why are you even talking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was what was going on in her head, I do believe.
Yes. So now she says, oh no, you mean that? You saw me dancing? Ah, that's nothing. I was just dancing with my friends. And then you put in more evidence.
Mm-hmm.
She's just trying to see how much you are going to share about what you saw.
Mm-hmm.
So now you tell her, no, that was not your friend. That was a Mubaba.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then what did she
That
say
was-
to that one?
So now it started becoming a heated argument.
Yeah.
This is what she told me now uko na utoto wingi. You know, now when you're starting arguing
Where?
with people.
Where? Eh?
Started throwing you things like uko na utoto mwingi.
Mm-hmm.
You see now, you see how they reverse things. Because remember, I'm that kind of guy when we are doing something which is serious to my life,
Yeah.
and especially it is serious to my life and yours, I'll be serious.
Yeah.
I have to be serious, because when you leave a space for errors will come and they are going to affect you, and they're going to come to me.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yep.
So I had to be serious, but when I became more serious, she became more what you call aggressive, and also objective, and also this kind of manipulative and against what I'm trying to do for the future of us. Because you see, when someone has her own things going on for a long time,
Yeah.
and they know that even if I leave this guy or I leave this girl, I might continue and still continue and nothing can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we guys sometimes stops tunasemanga wacha tusimamishe some things in our life and give attention to this.
Yeah.
Now that is one fucking fatal error.
Yeah. It's a manipulatable vulnerability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I did that, and during that time nakwambia tulianza naye Feb.
Yeah.
By the time it is August amenisoma.
Yep.
Umeniona?
Yep.
Mimi pia, on my side, I was focused on bills, clients, and development.
Yeah.
I never focused. Kama ni yeye nampatia focus ni akikam ako Keja, do sometimes on the weekends and giving her calls during the daytime. But during these daytimes, Kenya ana spend a lot of hours with you, don't know what is happening. Man.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you, people are running different kind of games in the streets.
Yep.
Besti yako tu akitoka kwa mlango akienda kwake, you don't know what anafanya. Demu wako akitoka akienda job, you don't know what kind of things anafanya. Mnakutana jioni tu, mnakutana like tulikuwa tumeamua to agree tukae pamoja. That 4 hours of spending from kuanzia 8 to 11, and then the next thing is sleeping and waking up and everyone is going on their places, you actually don't know.
So now she's here gaslighting you that you are being childish.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
I confronted her being childish, and this has occurred, and I've seen you.
Yeah.
My friend has also witnessed you.
Yeah.
After this argument, this is what came to the conclusion of her. She told me, kwani nilikwambia ukamu huko. Just
Where?
You're in an argument with someone,
Yeah.
anakushoaje, kwani nilikushoa ukamu huko. Like,
So now she comes straight up and tell you, yes, there's no more lying. You saw what you saw, but
Exactly.
you are the problem. The shame, insult, guilt need to be right. That's the sign language. So now you are the problem for being there.
I am the problem.
You are the problem for having this new information about her. You are the problem for
Digging
discovering her.
places that I shouldn't be digging.
Yes, you are the problem for discovering this alternative lifestyle that she lives. You are the problem now. Kinobia.
I was, man, I was.
Because
so,
you have put yourself in that position. You know, you can do all those mistakes until that point. When you discover what she did, come home, pack her things, put them outside, change the locks, change the padlock, and move on with your life. But you are so invested in this relationship. Even after that, this conversation you are having, you are convincing her that you are building a life together. And then she tells you, you are being childish.
Exactly.
Rightfully so.
A grown man 2 years ahead of her.
Yes. When she's 23, and you're 25, in reality, she's 40 and you're 25.
Do you know what I told her?
Uh-huh.
I decided to open the side that of my life she has never seen.
Uh-huh.
You know, when you become a hacker, bro, when you're learning about what you call decryption and encryption and what you call ethical hacking, you witness things that have never been witnessed.
Uh-huh.
Things that are profoundly, you protect people from, but when you decide to shed light to them, they start to witness that this is not who the person I was thinking all along.
Yeah.
You see, bro, all these guys are called ethical hackers and what you call good black and white, and also what you call
the black. Is it the black jacket and the white jacket?
Yeah, there's what you call white. There's the gray. There's the gray hack.
Yeah.
The white hack, and then there's the black hack.
Yeah.
So I was operating as a white hack because I was doing services to companies, offering my services.
Okay.
And giving them what you call my opinions, and also building internet stuff and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But with that doesn't mean I'm also fully a white hack. I'm a white hack, but also get to witness what the other black hats do, and I get to see the terrible things that are not allowed. They're protected to be witnessed in front of the public eye. Do you know that these guys, we see a lot of stuff, bro? Yeah. And we disclose this information so that it may not leak, because when it gets to be leaked, you create what you call public terror, and public terror is not good for economy and development and progress of life. Yeah. You see that kind of stuff? Yes.
So you applied the same skills on finding out her life?
Now, because her things were still there, I decided to show her things that were beyond her universe. I told her, now, because you have let me into your universe and you have shown who you are, you have shown me your fangs. Yeah. Now let me show you what I've been. Let me withdraw that. You see, you have to have an upper hand at all costs. As a man, you have to have an upper hand. Mm-hmm. When the tables are about to flip, can you be able to not flip them and flip them yourself? Yeah. You see, you have to have a mental game whereby you're so mental ahead. I told her, you might be ahead of me in this game, but I'm 90 years ahead of you in terms of different things. Uh-huh. So I'm going to omit them out fast. I'll tell you, the number one key pillar of life is finance. Nothing else. Mm-hmm. It's finance. We might talk here, IQ, we might talk everywhere, but the number one pillar in life, it is finance. Now, this lady had been depending on me from food, rental, all the type of things. I was providing. I didn't care, but I decided to withdraw, so that she can fully also depend on herself on whatever she was depending on to survive.
But was she depending on you, or did she make you believe that she was depending on you?
Well, I'll tell you. I'll just give you a skip ahead thing. Mm-hmm. After that year had ended, 2 months ahead, the next year, I came to witness that she went back to her home and started went home back to Ushago, Ushago. She went back to Ushago, and after that, Miss kufuatilizia.
So at this time that you're about to tell me something about the grey hack. What did you look into?
Number one, in terms of grey hack and in terms of black hat, grey is the guy who is both sides. He's either white and black.
Yeah.
He is the guy who can flip sides like a double agent. So I decided to show her things from my phone that things that I've been receiving and things that I've been witnessing against her, and that these things have been confirming them with her. Relatively speaking, and I've been putting friends and ears onto the ground.
Yeah.
So that she knows that whoever has done this, she'll go and face them. And I don't care if they face them hand on hand and they're going to have fight or what, because you can never ruin your job. Number one, I'll tell you, if you bring in the devastating issues to job, it's either one of you is going to go.
So now you are here having this conversation back and forth, and she's calling you immature, childish.
She called me childish, yeah. And this is when I flip the switch. You have to be an adult sometimes. You have to flip the switch.
So does she pick up her things at that moment?
No, now we are having a conversation at what called the sitting room. We had one bedroom. I was staying at a one bedroom that time.
Yeah.
So I told her, by the way, your stuffs are back there. Just go do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
And leave me.
You told her to pick her stuff and leave?
Yeah, just go and do your thing. Because also I'd come to my conclusion, but you see, in life, when things come to you, you have to look at them and listen to them and face them one-on-one, because they're not happening to your neighbor or your friend, they're happening to you.
So what did you do?
She went in, pick her stuff. I told her, pick all of your stuff. She went in and picked all of the stuff, because when she didn't come, I came to understand that she was at her friend's truly, and probably she had knew that these things are going to go in sideways. So she had become prepared. She called her friend came in. They helped each other. She packed her things, calling an Uber, off they went.
Wow. And at that point, for you, did that relationship end?
It took time to end. Now this is where the trauma started coming in. Now you are used to some few things. Despite her doing all that kind of stuff, there are things which were good and relatively used to depend on, but they are now cut off. You understand? This is where now the trauma started coming in. And when the trauma started getting in and you got nobody, and this is where now Kibe, Kibe was the time where he was picking up, and his YouTube and all his teaching was coming into shape. My friend was watching Kibe, criticizing me all the time. You are Kinudi. So it wasn't a good time. So my friend was criticizing me, also giving me lessons and telling me that these things happen if you are not careful enough.
Yeah.
Kuja tu tao, yani these things will happen to you. This is just you getting to know how town works.
So for you, the relationship did not end that day. You continued texting her. You continue wanting to have an interaction with her.
Yeah, you see, you always want to get in touch, but you find out that you have been blocked kwanza inakuanga tu like the first 2 days mmeblokiana mwongeleshani, 1 week inaenda hivyo, you assume that you are strong and everything, you have blocked each other, things are going well, you start calling, you start realizing some places that despite that I can be able to make some calls. I was starting to see other ladies that say that maybe this energy will go away if I see other people. But see, Rombozead, when you invest something and you invest yourself in someone truly, bro, it takes time for you to develop and start trusting again. Other people will just there to pass by.
She has given you the open playbook that she was not interested in being invested on.
Yeah, it was.
But it's not helping you. You are too invested in this for you to see straight.
Exactly. I was too invested. I was in the village mindset that I can be able to turn out the tables. It's just something that has happened. And also, mini stage, I was like, it is a stage that always people pass at a mini here. But I can be able to reconcile and we move on, because now I found her in this position, we could reconcile and move on. Wapi. My friend,
so
this was town. This was purely town.
So are you showing up at her place of work?
No, I never. I didn't.
Were you calling her?
Never. Calling, I did.
Yeah.
Calling, I did. Try to get in touch here and there.
Did she answer the phone?
No.
So for her, the relationship had ended on that day. The moment her eyes met your eyes at the club, she knew that relationship was over.
Exactly.
The Kenobia here is the one with the extensions.
Yes, the Kenobia here was the one who was messing up, who didn't know what was going on.
But you are 25.
I'm 25, bro.
But you without the information.
I didn't have the information about. Now listen, it's like this, I had information, but I chose to ignore it a little. So that I can try life itself, the side whereby people get married, get to give la good. So when you become so much red pill and you have this energy of a guy, and then you start going to places where you see people are having partners, people are having real relationships, right?
Yeah.
You see, I was that kind of guy where I was visiting places like Syokimau, Westlands, and also Kiambu, and I'm seeing people who are influencing, they're having families. I was the only one who was on the road, always busy, doing what with family people, you understand?
Yeah.
So it's easy and it gets to be influenced in your mind, and you get to see the brighter side. But someone who hasn't seen won't be able to complement what your mind is trying to bring. I do believe you're getting the point.
100%.
Yeah. So I was in that mentality. And you see, people, when you start talking to these other people also, they tell you, these things happen, man. You can be able to reconcile and try it out. So I did try to reconcile, okay? But it's not the way it is. When someone who is living outside the mindset that you are, it's not easy for them to be in your mindset. It's too hard.
So from that day on, that woman never interacted with you again?
She's actually married right now.
So she completely out of the picture. The problem here is just you. You are having this relationship by yourself.
Exactly. I was the one who was holding the relationship, man.
Where?
You go, Baba.
So, is that 2 years ago?
This was 2 years ago.
So, what has changed ever since?
A lot has changed. Because I started studying again.
Okay.
Because you see, you can't keep on fighting all the ghosts.
Yeah.
And also you need your stomach to be fed. You also need businesses to run, and you also need your mind to be seen somewhere working.
Yeah.
and also you need to put yourself out there, and also know that life is not yet the end. This is not the end.
Yeah.
So consciously I became conscious about that, and I said this is part of a journey that is the beginning step.
Yeah.
But for me to be on the right side and also get into the right side, because I knew I was in a bubble whereby my bubble was right, but that bubble was in needles. It was no longer with other bubbles. It was with thorns. You understand?
Yeah.
So thorns grow with thorns. Okay?
So
and bubbles goes with the bubbles. So when they come together with bubbles, they go up and they become big.
So when your friends are introducing you to Kibe's message, were you inside the relationship, or were they giving that information for you to quicken the healing process?
They were, you see, I was in, because my friend who had a relationship, the one who I'm telling you, I won't mention his name for the sake of privacy and all that.
Yeah.
He got cleaned earlier, like he got to be in relation, and also got to alichezewa mapema.
Oh, he got his own character development.
Yeah, alichezewa mapema.
Yes. But you could not learn using his experience. You wanted your own experience. Even when he's telling you, this is what happened to me, chances are it's going to happen to you. You are like, no, my name is Kenovia and I'm signing up for my own character development.
That's what I'm telling you. When life comes to you, it comes to you, not to your neighbors. It just comes to you specific. So you'll handle that life according to you specifically. Or like, even kujia kwangu hajakujia kwa best yangu ama nini.
Yeah.
This is my private stuff I need to handle. I'm that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Mona. So also, despite that, say I was seeing my friend also, despite akiwa in that relationship, he was getting good stuff. He was getting pudesh, he was getting love things and all that. And wewe kama kijana, you can't be outside here without a chick. And you will be mentioned that way. I'm saying, kwani upendi hii kitu? You know, the kind of pressure. You see this position I'm in.
Yeah. So now,
I have to try.
2 years post character development, if you had to go back, what would you do different?
If I had to go back, I will actually position myself in a situation that I influence her mind directly, and what you call uploaded intelligence. I do believe you know about UI is uploaded intelligence, and brainwash the mentality of her and trying to influence it in a different, the other picture.
So,
and also,
what I'm hearing you saying, if you had to go back to before the character development, you would still choose the same woman, because you believe you have the power to influence, and your own words, brainwash her into a particular form that you would want a woman to take.
Exactly. Because this is
you don't have those superpowers. Nobody has those superpowers.
Nobody has. But this is for those who are going to come into this what you call next. Those who are going to listen to this conversation.
No, but you are saying if you went back, you would still choose the same woman. The problem is you did not put enough. You don't see her dancing on top of a Mubaba in a club and then come in wiping her mouth and say, what do you mean? Nothing happened there. You still saying the problem is me. I should have conditioned her in this other different way and she would have turned out different. You change a woman? You change a woman? In which world?
You can't. You might influence, but you can never change her.
You cannot influence a woman. You cannot even influence a woman. You can influence your condition. You can influence your condition, you can influence your situation, you can influence your status. So that it becomes the condition through which you interact with them.
Okay.
But you cannot change them. You cannot influence them. No, you can change yourself. You can improve yourself. You can build yourself. You can put yourself in a particular socio-economic status. And then you say, the rules of engagement for you to fit in this my lifestyle is you now have to do this, this, and the other. Symbiotic relationship.
And I get you.
But you cannot change her at all. You cannot brainwash a woman. I mean, we started off by you telling me that these other Jedi is totally different than you thought they were.
Yeah, they're totally different, bro.
They have always been that. They have always been that.
Since before we were even here.
Before there was a man, there was a woman.
Oh, you're making my day, man.
Have you seen that video of a Labrador that is that is interacting with tigers? You have not seen it?
I haven't seen it yet.
You know what a Labrador is?
I haven't. No.
It's big brown dog. They are very docile. They are very good with kids.
Oh, the golden retriever.
Is it a golden retriever or Labrador? Probably. Have you seen the one with big tigers?
Yeah, it's the golden retriever, man.
It's a golden retriever. Okay, now it's a golden retriever. Now, okay.
Yeah.
So these tigers are 10 times her size.
Bigger.
But if you don't know the background of the story, you think she's in danger.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, true.
But she is able to handle them even though they have overgrown her in size, because she is the one who raised them.
Yeah, she actually breastfed them when they were young.
Breastfed them.
Yeah.
That is every woman's position of advantage in a man. We are these big, giant, powerful, potentially dangerous tigers. But the woman still has something there in you that she put in there in you. That soft spot.
True.
Now imagine, when you look at that interaction, you think that the mother is leaving because the tigers have made a decision not to eat her up. Until you see the reality. It's her who has influenced their conditioning.
True. The environment.
Yes. She is the one in control. So now you are telling me, if you went back into this relationship, you would have conditioned that woman the way the golden retriever has conditioned the giant tigers. It's not your place. It's not your position. It's not your superpower.
True.
No. But it's hers through and through.
True.
And so the
She
rules...
She was mature when I was still young.
When she's 23, her brain power can only be matched by the 40-year-old man she was doing the lap dance on. Unfortunately.
My friend, one of my friend, who was a different guy, told me that when you look at a woman, you see two people. Not one, two in one.
Boy. So have you been dating ever since?
Yeah, I've been dating, but not that kind of serious.
Yeah.
short term, yeah.
And how old is she?
Right now she's younger than me.
How old is she? Why you say she's younger than you? When the first one was older than you?
No, but this one she's way younger.
Like, what, 19?
I feel like I'm putting myself in the needle again.
19?
No, 22.
The other one was 23 when you were 25.
Now this one is a nurse, and I want to see if nurses, how they're being perceived outside here, or it's just not how we see them.
You see these waves I'm doing with my hands? That is the character development doing warm-ups in the sky, in the skies. That is the character development doing warm-ups in the skies. It's getting ready.
Get ready, get ready,
Get ready. You know that saying by that Kajuan guy. Yeah. Character development is doing push-ups. Kenodia, you will see dust mpaka upate kichwa. You will see dust until you cry with one eye closed, sitting on the toilet. You have not seen dust yet. Because you think you can change a woman. Kenodia, you think you can be in control. But no, none of the situations have changed. You're just moving from woman to woman. Because you did not learn from the previous one.
Let me ask you something.
Ask me something.
What will you advise me for me to do so that I may comprehend myself with whatever is happening to me? What can I do? Like the advice that you can be able to give me.
But you are not in a headspace to hear any advice. No, you are not.
Okay, because I'm in that type of guy who is open, and actually we have talked for an hour now, and I've told you my position, I've told you how I've been.
Yeah.
And I've put myself, I don't want things to repeat because I'm cautious.
No, but you want them to repeat. That's why you are with a nurse. You are with a nurse that work shifts with men that are high value men in her position of work, that will always be better looking, taller, more handsome, and with more money, with more education, with more career, with more security of tenure than you are. And that's where you want the next character development to happen. So where you found the previous one, Rombozead in Mubaba in a club, this one you see pictures on Instagram of her in a foreign island, basking.
Maldives.
Yes, Maldives, Fiji. What is the other one Kenyans go to?
And there's a hairy hand holding her hand.
You want that, bro. So there is no advice you're going to hear. It's going to come from this ear out the other. Until after this character development that you have prepared for yourself. Then probably after that one, you'll be like, na ikiwa alikuwa anasema nini? Hebu turudi hapo. Bro, you are 27 now?
Yeah, I'm 27. Heading 28 actually, next month.
Yeah. You lost 4 years of your life by focusing on women instead of yourself.
3.
You call them 3. They call them 3.
Yeah.
So now you have to double those years so that you can recover. Not just you need 3 years to recover, and 3 extra years to regain. Are you familiar? Are you familiar with that verse in the Bible where it says, "And David cried out to the Lord, and he inquired of the Lord, Lord, if I pursue my enemies, will I overcome them and recover?" And the Lord told him, "I shall be with you." What had happened is the enemy had come, taken his children, taken his wives, taken his cows and all properties, and burnt the house to the ground. So for him to be on the upside, he not only needed to recover the children and recover the wives, he also needed to regain the children and the wives of the enemy and the property. Okay?
Yeah,
That's why he is inquiring of the Lord. So he could not just go and get his wife back and get his children back and get his camels back. No. He had to deal them a blow so that he's not only recovering, he is also regaining. And now that's why you need time to not just recover from these 3 years you lost, but also to regain and rebuild yourself and put yourself in a better position and have the information to know that in the next stage of your life, when your brain power has matured and you have cleared your eyes away from thinking you can brainwash a woman into thinking the way you want her to think, when you get to that point, then your engagement with a woman is going to be from a position of power, from a position of strength, from the position of a vantage point.
That was First Kings, right? First Kings or which one?
It's the story of David. It's very easy to find it now with the modern technology. So, take time to build yourself back up, and then to build yourself to a position where power and influence flow from within you. But this engagement with a nurse who works shifts with doctors in a hospital and interacts with people who do not belong to the same social class as you, unfortunately, that is not going to work.
Truly.
And I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about relationship.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Take time to have a relationship with yourself. So that you can grow, you can build, you can recover, and you can make bank.
All right. So I think you have given me a very powerful thought right there, because instead of me waiting again for the next 3 years to recompensate myself and starting again, I can be able to outwit that part and start immediately, or I can start by applying that into the current situation that I'm in, with the exemption of this girl that I'm actually with, and putting myself somewhere whereby I can focus into development more.
Are you staying with her?
No, this one, no, man. No staying, only she visits.
Do you go to her place?
Once in a while.
Her place looks better than your place.
No, actually. Bro, I'm that guy who went in all full in my position.
So you know what to do.
Huh?
You know what to do to build yourself.
Yeah, so I went in and focused more on me.
Yeah.
So that hata kama in future mtu akija kunitetemesha hata kama ni kidogo, just a little bit, but not that much. But I'm already grounded. I have my own land, you see. So and I'm in a position whereby I can be able to say I'm in my own place.
Yes.
You see, so when hata kama atakuja ani distort, still I land somewhere where I belong to myself.
So you're leaving the possibility that you're going to be distorted.
You have to primarily, you see, with cyber security, that you are being told that no system is safe.
But so here is the thing in the real life. As a man, only play in the game that you are 100% sure you have rigged to your advantage to win. Otherwise, do not engage.
Okay.
do not engage. If those relationships are not happening to your terms, according to your terms, then don't engage in them. And for you to have the power and ability to rig the game into your advantage is you have to build yourself first. If you look at yourself right now at 27 and say, I have built myself, then you need to internalize, if I have done this, there is a potential for me to do better.
Yeah.
Do that first.
Okay.
Move from here to here. And then when you convince yourself this is much better than what was previous, ask yourself, how better can it get? How better can I make it? Make it that better. And then when you get to that position, you have that feeling in you. This is it. The best time to engage with a woman is when you don't need a woman. But if you're engaging with women because of a need, that need you have becomes your weakness. That need you have becomes your vulnerability. So you have to be fully convinced that everything that involves engaging with the other person is under your control.
All right.
And the cheat sheet is just money, power, status, and influence.
That's it.
That's it.
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I wish you all the best, man. You have the formula. Just apply the formula without the need for a woman to be in part of that formula.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's powerful, man. I'm gonna apply it. I'm gonna put it in my journal so that after this I'm gonna put it in my journal because I don't want things to be distorted in my mind. And by you giving me that type of advice, it really means a lot. And and I'm focusing way ahead and to extend and expand my networks in terms of businesses, in terms of what we call friendship-wise, and also in terms of development.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that you managed to call me when I was out here.
Yes.
And also we got to share, you got to respond. It's something, man. It's something. And I hope that this thing grows with you also.
Okay.
You see, it's not all people who get to advise anyone who is a stranger or anyone who you don't know.
Yeah,
I'm a stranger to you, and you are a stranger to me, but because you have something that we share in common, I decided to come and approach and see if this guy is he really truly, and you responded. And I'm actually happy that you came in first hand. You responded to my text. You are here. I've managed to talk to you via the audio. I'm really happy.
Yeah.
You are in US and I'm here in Kenya still.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that this thing has happened. And I wish it to continue also for you and also for me. And probably when you're going to come here in Kenya, I don't know what's your plan with it, but when you visit, just let us know. We'll pop up, man. We'll pop up.
All right. These conversations need to happen. Men need to start having these conversations. It's the only way to navigate these very strange waters, as you have evidently witnessed how strange those waters are. Yeah, so let's keep these conversations alive. I hope to hear some good things going on for you. You already have the formula to succeed, and it doesn't seem that you have that problem of building with a woman. You have the formula by yourself.
Yeah.
You just need to just shift a little bit and say, I am doing this for myself, not so that I can accommodate the woman. And when you have done all that and you have no need for a woman, then that would be the time to engage a woman on your own terms. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Understood.
Keep winning. Stay focused.
All right. Thanks, man. Cheers.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate it.